In the annals of human ingenuity, few structures stand as testament to sheer will and audacious vision quite like the Brooklyn Bridge. A marvel of 19th century engineering, its very conception defied the limits of what was thought possible. Connecting two burgeoning cities across a formidable waterway, it was a dream many dismissed as madness. Yet, beneath the triumph of stone and steel, lies a profound human story, one etched in sacrifice, determination, and the indomitable spirit of a woman whose name, for too long, remained in the shadows.
This is the story of Emily Roebling, the woman who finished the impossible.
The initial grand vision belonged to John A. Roebling, a brilliant engineer who conceived of a suspension bridge unlike any other. His design pushed the boundaries of technology and scale, promising to revolutionize transportation and commerce between Manhattan and Brooklyn. But fate, as it often does, intervened with brutal swiftness.
A tragic accident claimed John Roebling's life, leaving his monumental project in jeopardy just as construction was about to begin. The mantle, heavy with expectation and unprecedented challenges, fell to his son.
Washington Augustus Roebling, John's son, inherited the chief engineer position in 1869. He was a capable engineer, trained by his father, and determined to see the bridge through. His wife, Emily Warren Roebling, married him in 1867, and was at his side from the very beginning. She was educated, sharp, and keenly interested in her husband's work, absorbing every detail, every challenge, every innovative solution. She was present as he dove headfirst into the daunting task, overseeing the complex construction efforts, a project that would test the limits of human endurance and engineering prowess. The greatest engineering challenge lay hidden beneath the murky waters of the East River. Massive caissons, essentially giant, inverted wooden boxes, were sunk to the riverbed. Workers toiled in compressed air chambers at the bottom, excavating mud and rock to lay the bridge's foundations. It was a perilous environment. Many suffered from a mysterious ailment known as caisson disease, or decompression sickness, a condition poorly understood at the time. The workers endured excruciating pain, paralysis, and some even death, as their bodies struggled to adapt to the immense pressure. Washington Roebling, ever dedicated, spent countless hours in these dangerous caissons, personally overseeing every detail. He believed it was his duty to understand the conditions his men faced. But his dedication came at a terrible cost. Just a couple of years into the project, he too fell victim to decompression sickness. The illness left him severely incapacitated and bedridden, his body ravaged, unable to physically visit the construction site.
The chief engineer, the man at the helm, was effectively paralyzed.
The monumental project teetered on the brink of collapse, his illness threatening to halt progress entirely.
With her husband incapacitated, a less formidable woman might have retreated, seeking solace or aid. But Emily Warren Roebling was not just any woman.
She stepped forward. There was no formal training, no precedent for a woman taking such a role in the 19th century.
Yet, she recognized the urgency, the immense sacrifice already made, and the vital importance of the bridge.
She made a conscious decision: she wouldn't step back. Instead, she would become her husband's eyes, ears, and voice on the colossal construction site.
From Washington's bedside, Emily began an extraordinary self-education.
She plunged into the intricate world of engineering, studying strength of materials, stress analysis, cable construction, and the terrifyingly complex mathematics required for a structure of this scale. She absorbed everything her husband knew, learning about cantilevers, caissons, and construction specifics. She wasn't just relaying messages, she was comprehending the nuances, asking incisive questions, and understanding the core principles that held the entire audacious project together.
This dedication was unparalleled.
Emily became the vital link between Washington, who directed the project from his bed, and the engineers, foremen, and workers on site.
She interpreted his complex instructions, translated them into practical directives, and communicated them with clarity and authority.
She also reported back to him, providing detailed updates, observations, and solutions to emerging problems. Her presence ensured that Washington's vision, no matter how impaired his body, continued to guide the bridge's construction. She was, effectively, the bridge's brain, transmitting critical information in both directions. Beyond the engineering marvel, the Brooklyn Bridge was a project fraught with political maneuvering and financial scrutiny. With Washington incapacitated, whispers began to circulate, questioning his fitness and the project's management. Emily found herself not only a surrogate engineer but also a formidable political advocate. She attended meetings, defended her husband's reputation, and tirelessly lobbied officials and trustees, ensuring continued funding and support. Without her tireless efforts, the political climate could easily have suffocated the project, stopping it dead in its tracks. For more than 10 years, Emily Warren Roebling dedicated herself to the Brooklyn Bridge. Her life became inextricably linked with its progress. She navigated a complex male-dominated world, earning the respect of engineers and laborers alike through her expertise, diligence, and unwavering commitment. Her daily routine revolved around the bridge, from understanding the minutiae of cable specifications to overseeing material deliveries and coordinating thousands of workers. It was a singular, consuming task, requiring unprecedented resilience and intellectual vigor from a woman of her era. Under Emily's guidance, the construction continued, overcoming immense technical obstacles. The bridge's nearly 6,000-foot span required groundbreaking techniques in cable manufacturing and tower construction. Limestone, granite, and cement were hoisted, shaped, and fitted with astonishing precision. It was an engineering masterclass, a testament to the combined brilliance of the Roebling family and the sheer force of Emily's will. The bridge took shape, defying critics and the seemingly insurmountable challenges of gravity and human frailty. It rose majestically, inch by agonizing inch. As the final cables were spun and the last sections of the promenade laid, the excitement in New York was palpable. The seemingly impossible feat was nearing completion. Emily had become an indispensable figure, not just a messenger, but a true leader on the project. Her command of engineering principles, her diplomatic skills, and her sheer fortitude had seen the bridge through its darkest hours. The moment of truth approached, a culmination of decades of dreams and over a decade of relentless, grueling labor. Finally, the day came. On May 24, 1883, the Brooklyn Bridge was ready to be opened to the public. In a gesture of profound respect and recognition for her unparalleled contributions, Emily Warren Roebling was granted the immense honor of being the very first person to cross the completed bridge. With a rooster, a symbol of triumph, perched on her lap, she rode across, marking not just the completion of a bridge, but the triumph of human spirit and the quiet, monumental achievements of a woman who defied the societal constraints of her time. The Brooklyn Bridge immediately became an iconic landmark, a symbol of progress and an engineering marvel that continues to inspire. It was not merely a connection between two landmasses, it was a testament to what dedicated individuals, even under the most challenging circumstances, can achieve. Today, it transports roughly 144,000 vehicles across its span every day, a constant reminder of the incredible human endeavor it represents. But its story is incomplete without acknowledging the woman who truly saved it. Emily Warren Roebling's role was not merely supportive, it was absolutely integral to the bridge's construction. As author Erica Wagner stated, "I don't think that the Brooklyn Bridge would be standing were it not for her." She oversaw the project throughout her husband's debilitating illness, demonstrating an unparalleled aptitude for engineering and leadership. After the bridge's completion, Emily became an activist for women's rights, advocating for education and equality, forever carrying the spirit of breaking barriers that she embodied during the bridge's construction. Her influence extended far beyond the bridge itself. Emily Warren Roebling died in 1903, but her story, once overlooked, is finally gaining the recognition it deserves. More than a century after her death, a street has been named after her, and her contributions are increasingly celebrated. She was the woman who finished what her husband started, not as a mere assistant, but as a brilliant, self-taught engineer and an indispensable leader. Her tenacity, intellect, and courage ensured that the Brooklyn Bridge, an architectural wonder, became a reality, solidifying her place as one of the most remarkable figures in engineering history.